couple of exciting scenarios staring at Terry Fontenot in the Falcon front office coming up this Thursday, but according to Chuck, Atlanta fans don't want either one of these.
Yeah, it'd be trading up or trading down. And you can't go online and sling a digital cat without hitting article after article about the most exciting move up or down for every team in the draft. I mean, it is almost like every writer for the NFL set a timer, and he or she this weekend finished his or her article about trading up or trading down, the scenario for your team. And you can click to read Arizona, or you can read Buffalo, you can read Washington, whoever. And I read the first couple for Atlanta. I'm like, what NFL do you watch? What front office have you paid attention to? Because this would be a horrifically, they're at 15. They're like right in the middle. Horrifically overpriced to move up, given that the Falcons don't have traditional resources to offer. I'm talking draft picks, okay? In the immediate, if they had all of their own picks plus an extra third and an extra fifth, I've got resources in the immediate. When you don't have them in the immediate, what do you have to do? You have to give them in the future, and that means you have to give more, all right? There is a premium, a penalty you got to pay. You have to offer a multiple of the future picks. And here's the other thing. I don't believe the front office should be trusted with the latitude of trading down, which we have all agreed on before. That's old conversation. So this is the week that we get all the articles about each team's bold move, or I saw this was on maybe CBS, a scenario for every team's first rounder that doesn't involve them. And Falcons fans don't want that. You really don't. You want Terry boxed into exactly where he is, and you don't want them using so many future resources to try to trade up. You really don't, and that sucks because those are exciting scenarios, trading up, trading down, movement. Screwed up so bad that the draft picks are scarce. And there is such bad underperformance in the draft the past 4 years that we correctly so don't trust them. So, like the Falcons at 15, I think for Falcons fans, save your time. I looked at the articles this morning. I'm like, this is not realistic, not for this franchise and the spot they're in.
Well, it's also lying season, so everything you're reading now is all misdirection anyway. But I would tell you the same thing I've thought for weeks and weeks is if there was ever a way to trade for an established player, it's the best bet for Terry Fontenot. It's the easiest.
Well, that's moving out.
Well,
yes.
It's the easiest out. It's the safest bet, and he needs results. Terry realizes this. He'll never say it. They go 7-10 again. They go 8-9 again. Then he's fired. I mean, it's just there's no ifs, ands, and buts about it. He's fired. So if there was some comp that not a John Abraham trade, that doesn't come available all the time. But for the week that we heard that Trayvon Walker might be available, if I was the Falcons, I would have loaded up. Here's my 15th. Here's next year's 2. Here's whatever. I need an established player who can come in and go get me 8 sacks that there are very few questions about. Because when you pick at 15, if I take out the trade talk, which trades are so hard to predict, at 15, it is such a flip of a coin this year that when we do the Terry loves the best player available thing in his front office, I don't trust their acumen when it comes to who's the best player at 15. I barely trusted them at 4 and 8. You think at 15 they're going to have a better – everything outside the top 10 this organization has not done a good job with in most of the drafts since Fontenot's gotten here. There are some outliers like the Drew Dahlman draft pick and the Tyler Algier. Around that, though, they've all been largely average to below average to swings and misses.
So it is – if there is a player out there that you trust is going to – see, that's moving out of the draft completely. Trade, and that's a totally different scenario. All about it. And you're right, the Abe trade. My gosh, that's the kind of thing where that would be Rich McKay, right?
That was Rich, yeah.
Yeah, that's the kind of thing where you do get to keep your job an extra year. Mm-hmm. That is a Hall of Famer. He's not getting in ever. That's a Hall of Fame player, and you got him actually for the trade back first rounder in the 20s. If they could do that, that's not trading up or trading back. That's trading out, and I'm all about it because it's easier to evaluate a guy who's been in the league 3 or 4 years and is angry he's not getting a signing bonus. Make it right with him. Make that trade.